In this video, I'll be taking you through the preventive maintenance steps of an IT series tool. Today I'll be working on an IT 6000C pneumatic tool. The maintenance steps can be found on page 26 of the IT 5000-6000 operating manual. Preventive maintenance should be carried out at 25, 50, 75, and 100,000 clamp cycles. The main wear components on an IT 6000 tool are the cutter blade, tension block assembly, knife assembly, knife pin, and the front gripper. To perform the maintenance, you'll need the following tools: an 1/8" bladed screwdriver, 3mm hex wrench, needle nose pliers, a brush, a cotton swab, a magnet, calipers, a cleaning rag, Chevron Rycotac grease, that's the recommended grease for the tool, and blue Loctite. Before working on the tool, please review the safety guidelines on page 3 of the manual. Shut off the air supply to the regulators. Take off the air supply hose on the back of the tool. If it's equipped with a cutoff signal cable, please remove the cutoff signal cable before performing any work. We will be performing the PM activities for 25,000 clamp cycles. The first thing we'll need to take off is the maintenance cover by removing the retaining ring. Slide the clevis pins out of the housing. And remove the maintenance cover. Inspect the cover for wear on the sides of the cover as well as the bottom wear plate. Then clean any old grease and debris with a clean rag. Apply a light coating of grease on the wear plate as well as the sides of the tool cover. Next, we'll be doing the service on the tension block assembly. The first thing we'll need to do is remove the compression springs on the tension block. Remove the gripper and the tension pin. Clean the debris out of the slot in the tension block with a brush. Inspect the insert for any chips or dullness. If it's chipped, the tension block assembly will need to be replaced. Inspect the knurl on the center of the gripper. If it looks flattened out or really shiny around the ball, the tension block assembly should be replaced. Grease just the edge of the tension pin. The ball should not have any grease because that's where it grips the band. Slide it back into the tension block. Grease the tension pin and slide back into the tension block. Reinsert the compression springs. Next, we'll inspect the cutter blade. You'll need a 3mm hex wrench to remove the 4 screws holding the cutter blade in place. Remove the cutter blade by pulling it straight up from the alignment pins. Clean the debris off the blade. Inspect the edge of the blade for any obvious chips or wear. If the blade looks to be in good shape, you can reuse it. You'll need to use blue Loctite when you replace the screws. If you have to replace the blade, the new blade kit comes with new screws. Inspect the front gripper and the front gripper ball. Do that by removing the front gripper ball bearing, then slide it out from the side. Inspect the inside area of where the ball rides on the gripper arm. Make sure that it's not too deeply grooved. If it is, you'll need to replace it. If not, you can just clean the area, re-lube, and reinsert the ball. Now that you've cleaned and re-lubed the front gripper, you'll replace the blade. The blade is in good shape, still sharp, so we'll reuse the blade. You will need to use blue Loctite on the screws to keep them locked in place. The easiest way to put Loctite on is to put a small dab on your workbench or in a cup to apply a small amount to the screw. Reinstall the screws. Now we're ready to reinstall the tension block. First, we'll need to clean up the wear plates on the tool, clean out the old grease and debris, reapply some grease, you also need a coating of grease on the tension block directly on the bottom and the top edge. This pin will go into the slot into the tool. Set that down in there and reinstall the cover using the clevis pins. The easiest way to reinstall the retaining clips is to make sure the head of the clevis pins are always on the outside of the tool. Lay it down and reinstall the retaining clips. That concludes the 25 thousandths maintenance cycle on an IT6000 pneumatic tool.